Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, with another edition of Orpheus Plays here on Blade and Sorcery. Yes, that's right. Here, can I do it? Can I do it literally? Let's see here. Blade and Sorcery. Uh-oh. Well, I got the hot knife challenge going on here. We'll use that in a minute. Anyway, hey, I hope you're doing well wherever you are right now. Day, night, or, yeah, all right. That's something we're going to give an update to today. It's a little bit on my brain. Yeah, anyway, hope you're doing well. That's the basic idea, you know. You never know what to expect with Orpheus. Anyway, we're doing today the Circle of Death here in the Canyon area. This is one of those ones where it's the movie-type fight, you know, where, like, you get him, and then, like, all of them surround you, and you're like, oh, well, he's screwed. And then they all attack one at a time, and it's like, well, okay. I guess it's fair when they're playing against a literal god, and yes, I'm in god mode right now, so don't get angry. That's so I can keep the stories going without a little bit of, you know, breakups of the action. So, yeah. Another day, another day. So, I missed a couple days of posting videos, and it's an interesting story. I do have days where my slow motion kill to start things off. Slow motion kill of the day. Oop, got one right there. Oh, he's down. But yeah, I had some difficulty yesterday. I accidentally took all of my day's medication in the morning. Yeah, that was bad. It's not like it's harmful or anything. It just caused a few of the things going on with me to get a little worse. Normally I take meds twice a day for things like PTSD and anxiety and bipolar and things like that. But yesterday I accidentally took them all at the same time. And this was already a day. With my brain trauma, it's kind of like I roll the dice every morning when I wake up. And those dice that I roll can determine what's going to go on that day. And yesterday, I'm mildly autistic, but still, you know, good and functional with it. And sometimes things can get very overwhelming. Sights, sounds, bright lights. We live on a major street here in our city, and sometimes cars going by really freak me out, right? Because we're in a part of town where, for some reason, people like to jam on the gas real hard when they're like in front of our house. It's like on a hill, so I guess they lose speed in their sporty sport car things, so they jam on the gas. And on Sundays, wow, feel the power of my sword. But you know, on Sundays, I can't deal with it, and I get very flustered. It's hard to form thoughts. And then it was bad enough yesterday that my wife got home and I was just like humming. Like I was bad, you know. So at that very same moment, I was trying to record content yesterday, and my headset kept just stopping recording for no reason. Like, just kept happening over and over again. And I spent the rest of the day, my sword. I spent the rest of the day just kind of, I don't know, trying to figure out alternatives for recording and stuff. And don't worry, that stuff's coming. I've ordered a little bit of new equipment, audio equipment, and I'm going to try to record my gameplay in a slightly different manner so I can get a little bit more quality out of things. It's not that the quality on this headset isn't great to begin with, but I think I'd rather try to scale it up a little bit if I could, and the audio as well. So I'm going to start doing that. I ordered the microphone. It should be here, I don't know, whenever. you know how the Postal Service works these days. I'll be telling you a story about that probably really soon. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to also cover a little bit of what it's like, because that leads me into the concept that comes from PTSD, and it's called hypervigilance. Now, when you have suffered some sort of trauma, you can become very squirrely all the time. It's so you don't You don't feel safe really anywhere. Whoop. He doesn't feel safe anywhere either. Here, want a little head? Anyway, it gets... Wow, 2 in a row. Woo! Boom, headshot times 2. Anyway, when you suffer trauma in your life, and I know some of you have, you're probably familiar with... You maybe not know that that's the name of it. It's called hypervigilance. And it's when you don't feel safe at all, and you're always on guard, right? You're always like waiting for something to happen. So you're always nervous. You're always tense because something can happen at any time. Whether it's someone breaking into your house for some reason, or a car crash outside, or every noise that happens in your house or outside your house freaks you out a little bit. It gets to the point where it's hard to sleep because you try to relax, but you can't, and that's some of the medication that I'm on is for that anxiety. Well, one of the things that people do to cope with it is they'll make their home safer, or at least more secure, right? So, for example, at my house, I have 6 cameras, 6 cameras on the outside of my house that cover every angle. If I hear something outside, I can pull out my tablet and tap up the app, and there you go. I got all the views like a security system at some big company. And that's one of the things that you do. The other thing that and I've got a smart lock on my door that automatically locks after we come back, into the house, and it's difficult to deal with because a lot of the times even with all of those measures, you still don't really feel safe. And that... Ooh, stuck it. And that can make it so you never get a chance to chill out, right? Another way that manifests is... you've heard of the concept of a prepper. And I'll talk about preppers in another episode. Oh, boy. Is Orpheus a prepper? Tune in later to find out. Yeah, you might. Yeah. No spoilers here. But when I go out, I have a bag. Sorry, those of you who get a little height sick. I used to be, but after playing this game. Anyway, when I go out, I have a bag. And it's a military Molly bag, okay? So it's one of those bigger ones that has all the pockets and everything, and you can strap stuff onto it. I have that, and I mean, the amount of stuff that I have in there in order to feel like I can be prepared for anything that I encounter out there. I've got, like, water filter for taking care of water if I need to. I've got, like, food, like emergency food bars in there. I've got things for self-defense that I carry because my punches are not awesome enough when I go outside. But self-defense stuff, like a baton and pepper spray. I have like a first aid kit in there, like glow sticks and stuff. And one of the things that I actually have in my backpack is a bulletproof panel. Yes, that's right. Your old pal Orpheus, when he goes outside, has a bulletproof ballistic panel insert. I have it in the backpack. So when I'm wearing the backpack, essentially it makes me bulletproof from that side, right? So and I can also use it as a shield, like hold it in front of me. And you ask, why would you go to that length in order to feel safe? And it does make me feel safer, all right? I mean, it definitely does. But, and don't worry, we're not going into any current events or drama or anything like that. I don't do that here. But the thing is, the world's getting crazy. And you never know, man, like what's out there. Are the measures that I take a little excessive? Maybe. But they're ones that make me feel like I am a little better off when I go out into the world. Which isn't very often these days, to be honest. I mean, I'm a house husband. I do this stuff for you guys, So it can be very difficult. It's the bag that I carry would be best known as like what's known as a get-home bag. So instead of a bug-out bag, it's kind of the reverse. A bug-out bag is loaded with that kind of stuff, but designed more for getting out of your house real quick and then surviving for a bit outside in case there's some sort of disaster or something, right? Well, a get-home bag is kind of the opposite. It's got a lot of that stuff, but it's meant to survive just a little longer, so, like, outside before you get home or if you can't. So that's why I have, like, the water filtration and, like, the emergency food bars and stuff. But it's... Instead of an EDC, which is an everyday carry, I have more of, like, a Swiss Army backpack. It's got, like, everything in it that I would need. She keeps falling down. Or is that the same one? Oh, she's gone. No, come here. Oh, I'm stuck. But that's just something that I have to deal with. So a little more of a glimpse into old Orpheus's life here. But no, that'll be today's episode. I just want to talk a little bit about how things are going and a little more depth into how the brain trauma issue can happen and PTSD. Look, folks, if that's something, if you've been through a trauma in your life that is particularly heinous, right? Enough to make it so you can't sleep. You're preoccupied thinking about things all the time. You always feel some sort of digging in the back of your mind about, like, feeling unsafe or what happened to you. If that's something that you deal with alone... Okay. Oh, no, now I'm following him. Oh, Jesus. If that's something that you deal with alone, don't. Find someone. Find some help. There are so many resources available to help you, to be able to survive, to be able to live a more productive life. So, it helped me. I'll tell you what. I never thought that... slow-mo fall. That's gotta be awful. Ooh, but it really helped me. And if you got any questions at all, if you need a little guidance on stuff, again, I'm not like a licensed therapist or anything, but I can help. I can give you my experiences. I can give you a little bit of advice. So, hey, hope that was informative, maybe a little entertaining. Stop throwing rocks at me. I'm doing my exit thing. Ow, damn it. I feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Sanctuary, no. Anyway, we'll cut things off there today, and I'll see you next time here on Orpheus Flip. Oh, bye-bye.